God's peaceful world. Here is some questions in our activity session. For this lesson, you will need a sheet of paper and a color crayons. If you want to, you can have your parents help you out with this first part and have them write the word peace on the sheet of paper for you. We'll need that later on in our story. Remember that we can live in peace. God gave Isaiah a message to share. A time will come when wolves and lambs will play together. Baby goats will nap safely next to leopards. Even the shy calf and the mighty lion will be friends. A little child will show everyone how to live in peace and love one another. Isaiah's message gave people hope. What will make it hard to live peacefully with each other? What could that be? When have you felt peace? Little Squiggles feels hopeful. Peace is possible with God's help. What does your face look like when you feel helpful? In the animal world, a predator sometimes has to eat other animals. Animals that get eaten are called prey. Out of all of these, which do you think might eat things? Match each predator with its prey. So, what eats a worm? You're right, it's the bird. Mama bird. Mama normally brings the worms to the babies. Did you see this little ant? What could eat an ant? You're right, I think it's the anteater. It's kind of a funny name. Tells you what he eats, huh? What about this big hawk? Which one of these will the hawk eat? You're right, it's the mouse. Have you ever seen the hawk sitting on the light post when you're driving in the car with your parents? What about that wolf? It's the biggest one, so it probably eats the lamb. That's what the shepherds were out in the fields watching their sheep to protect them from the wolf. What does the word peace mean to you? God's peace is more than just not fighting. It means living God's way and loving each other. It's kind of hard to completely understand how God's peace is, but Isaiah writes about how peace will feel in God's kingdom. So we're going to take our word peace and then we're going to color it in and make it all fancy so we can remember that God says we should be able to live in peace with one another. Keep coloring that word peace in. Remember, everybody's is going to look different. Now go take your peace sign that you colored and go tell somebody in your house that story of how we can live with peace and how God wants us to love one another.